So back in August, as long ago as August, we're going about 5 weeks ago, Playsaurus GOG, which I think stands for Good Old Games, but possibly something else, on YouTube sent me a private message saying, hey, you should play more Flash games, specifically my Flash games. And didn't quite send me a link to this game, but did send me the name of it. It's called Clicker Heroes. The point of the game is to click on monsters to kill them, collect gold to hire and level up your team of heroes to defeat ever stronger monsters, and purchase upgrades for your heroes to get more damage per second and earn as much gold as possible. So we need that deeps to get that gold, those jeeps. You need the deeps to get the jeeps. Here's Playsaurus. This is version 0.13. I did play the game. Welcome back. While you were away, your heroes farmed 0 gold. Yay! And those are patch notes. So, I did play the game a little bit when I first got the message, but I didn't record anything. So, there's pretty much no save game, and you can click anywhere, and it's going to hit. So, this is the Loggernaut, level 1. He's the enemy. And when you click, you deal 1 damage to him. You collect your gold. Here's a Gerbil pillar. I'm not sure what a Gerbil pillar. That is such a weird word, Gerbil pillar. It's like that name from the painting parodies thing. There's another Loggernaut. Just kill him real quick. An Impossible. Everything's possible for Impossible. Sasquish, level 1. Okay, so now we have 5 gold, and we can hire Sid the Helpful Adventurer. Sid makes our click damage equal to 2. So Sid the Helpful Adventurer must be us, maybe, I guess. Because here, this guy changed. This nice young fighter showed up to take some of those clicks off your fingers. Hold shift for times 10, Z for times 25, and control for times 100. That's for later on when you get tons of money. Rather than having you click 10 or 25 or 100 times to level up, you can just hold the buttons down and buy a whole bunch of levels at once. Now, if we save up to get Tree Beast just automatically deals 5 DPS. A series of slow wooden, I guess that says grunts, from this creature indicates to you that it is friendly. It must have come from the Great Forest. Alright, so we're going to hire Sid because now we've doubled our damage for 5 gold. And rather than doing 1 point of damage per hit, we now do 2. Ooh, a Tyrantula. That's kind of cute looking. Not. Kill it! Kill it with clicking. Okay. So the other thing you might notice here is here's Forest level 1, and we've gotten 9 out of 10 kills. This will be our 10th kill. Area is complete. We now move on to Forest level 2. And here, the monsters are level 2. They have more hit points, and when you kill them, they drop more gold. So there's 2 gold. There's 2 gold. So the game is kind of working on a... You can see how it ramps up. There is no real strategy. Catra. When you kill Catra, she turns into a little kitten, and the little kitten appeared right underneath the spider. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's some sort of hidden special thing, but no, it's not really. There's no strategy to the game. It's literally just keep grinding by clicking the button. Now here, there's a bunch of gold. Okay, so there we got 4 gold. There's a Gerbil. And that would be kind of like that Gerbil pillar. There's 4 gold. I'm sure you can check a real quick algorithm to see what's going to get you gold the fastest. So like right here, I'm getting 4 gold when I kill things. Possibly 3 gold on the ones that drop just a bunch of coins. Now watch, she's going to turn into a kitten once I kill her. See? Little kitten right there. So it might actually be worth your while to... Now I can just hire this guy, and now see, automatic 5 DPS. The enemy's hit points will simply count down. And of course I can add my own DPS, which I'll level up right now, on top of that. So at some point, and you can keep going. Like I'm at level 3, I've unlocked level 4, but I can just sit here on level 3 all I want. But let's go to level 4. Let's kill this guy. I know that there's a boss, and I want to say the boss has like a timer. And so you have to kill the boss fast enough. Am I dealing 4 damage yet? No. There is a bit of an issue where you can level up your guys. So like here, I paid 50 gold to get 5 damage per second. I have to pay 53 gold and I'll get 10 damage per second. Or I can save up to 250 and get 22 gold per second. Not gold, damage per second. Is it worth it though? Like early in the game to save up. Because here, for 53, I go from... Oh, actually, he's giving me 8... Is that 5? The graphics are... Let's see here. Quality. The graphics are on high quality. It's interesting. I would have expected... can help reduce lag, show individual hero DPS. Always use scientific notation. Just in case you wonder how far you can go in this game. Yay, things just die automatically. I think he does 5 damage right now. It looks kind of like an 8. But I think it's 5 right now, and it'll go to 10. So here, it's I'm paying 5.3 gold per damage. Here, I'm paying a little over 10 gold per damage. So this is actually more expensive, not only in the absolute terms of the 250 gold, but in the relative terms of how much damage I get. So let me see here. How much gold? I have 78 right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy that. And now we do tons of damage. Let's go on to level 5. Ah, yes. This is the boss, and you can see that above the boss there is a timer counting down. And you have to kill the boss before that timer runs out. Now, it's really easy here, especially when you know how to click really quickly. Whoa, fast twitch muscles! And I'll just let it count down, and there we go. When they die, they give you a bunch of gold. So it behooves you, in a way, to get to the boss and just pound through the boss a couple times. But what'll be interesting, and I don't know if anybody's done this because I haven't looked for it yet, quite possibly the game creator knows, what is the most efficient way. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a bunch of those. Grab a couple of those too. Just make it a little bit quicker. The most efficient way to level up through here. So now, I'm going to tell you, at the top you can see that we've got level 6 open. Level 6, I believe, is the desert or something. It's a new area. Yay, I've clicked 1,000 times already this video. It's 1,000 times in less than 8 minutes. So here we are in dry land, and the monsters get easier to kill again because you aren't to the boss. It would really, really suck if you went from boss to boss, because then it's just going to be thousands of hit points over and over and over again. Flowering Copernicus. Gabulin. It's a Gabulin. Flowering Copernicus again. The monsters are cute. The names are cute. The gameplay is completely brain dead. I mean, there's a program that you can get that will just click the mouse in a particular location on the screen. You could program this area right here. I mean, you can click anywhere. I can click over here and still kill the guy. So you could program that to just click somewhere in this area of the screen 1,000,000 times a second, and the game plays itself. In fact, as we saw at the beginning of the video, the game literally plays itself when you're not around. It will... Brittany the Beach Princess. Are we going on an adventure? Like, you know, oh my god. Ivan the Drunken Brawler. Once a prized fighter, Ivan can now be seen frequenting taverns, challenging foes in his drunken stupor. Whoa, that's not what I want to do. I want to scroll down. Oh, there's nothing to scroll down to. Well, go ahead and give me 22 damage a second. Just add it. Whoa, that's a lot. Go ahead and level up, level up, level up. Good enough, good enough, good enough. Alright, I now deal a bunch of damage per click. Let's go to the next level. Get through this really quickly. We're going to go to the second boss, and I think... Ooh, I just slammed my fist into the microphone. Sounds like a lot of fun. Dirge Beetle. That's kind of cool. Sand bleak. But we're going to get to the second boss. Not because the game isn't fun. There's a bit of fun to it. But because there's really nothing to do in the game. It's a great time waster game. It's a great game if you want to practice clicking really quickly, especially because if you rush bosses like I'm about to do, You don't really build up too much gold, and by the time you get to the boss, it becomes a real challenge to get through all of their hit points. On the other hand, what was the other hand? You could, on the other hand, what you can do is, like right now, let's get one more of these guys real quick. There we go. All right, if we go back here, how much money are you giving? So I'm at 391, and when I kill you, I go up to 425. So that's 934 gold. Or I can go back here to this boss. This boss dies really quickly, and we're at 425. Click. And now we're at 496. So that gave me 71 gold. But it probably took a little bit longer than it does to kill one of these guys. And by a little bit longer, basically the difference between the two, you would need to be able to kill two of those bosses, two of these guys as quickly as you kill the boss. And it about equalizes the gold. I say about. 2 to 3 of these guys. And I think I am actually right now killing 2 to 3 of these guys as quickly as I was killing that boss. But if you level up the DPSs rather than the clicks, and you get a bunch of DPS going for you, you can literally just have this game open and sitting in the background and get all the gold you'd ever want. Let me see, I gotta get a couple more of these guys. Alright, your level up goes me to 44 DPS, and this gets me to 74. So I'm gonna buy the 74, even though it's gonna cost me a lot more money. I wonder... I think this progression goes to 22, then to 44, then to 66, and then to 88, which overall means that I think you pay more to get him up to 88 than you would to buy her at 74. So it's a bit of a... It's a bit cheaper to save up for the 1,000, and you get a comparable amount of damage. Yay, I've killed 100 monsters in 12 minutes. Alright, basically I just wanted... There we go, I wanted to get 1,000. Who's our... Oh, stupid me. Every time I see a scroll bar, I want to use my scroll wheel. Click. The Wandering Fisherman. He wouldn't tell you his name, but maybe you'd rather not know. His spear is good for catching fish and popping bloops. I wonder if he actually does extra damage versus bloops. That would be a bonus. Okay, so here's this guy. My gosh, he has so many hit points. I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill him. So let's see if I can get through. This is the Emperor Scorpinch. He looks like a creepy bug dude. He actually kind of looks like the evil elemental spirit from The Legend of Korra Season 1. No, not Season 1. Season 2. Season 1, yep, didn't make it through. The guy comes back to life if you don't manage to kill him in time. Of course, I can get some extra damage like that, but my arm is cramping, and I don't think I'm going to get through him quick enough right now. Yeah, it's taken me too long to get through 1,000 hit points. So we're going to have to go back in time, click some more, and grind our way up to extra damage. I did this actually the first time I played. I got to level like 20 or something like that. I did not use the cheat to get the automatic clicks. I actually just sat here for probably like a good 20-some minutes playing the game the first time, waiting to see if there was something a little bit more... I'm going to say challenging. A little bit more mentally stimulating than clicking the button. And essentially what I've been doing this entire video of trying to figure out, you know, the most efficient way to spend money to get upgrades. Let's do that. That'll make it really quick. Try to click you a couple times. Grab a couple of you guys. And one more upgrade, I think, and then we'll go... See, that's not even worth it. 5 extra DPS from that. Why would I even spend 65 on that when I can save up just a little bit more and get half again, and get, instead of 5 points, 23 points of damage. Alright, just about there. If you don't give it to me, the next guy will. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, so now we've got enough. Now we are going to crush
We are going to Candy Crush this boss. Rah! Ramming speed. Yeah, look at how quick we're chewing through his hit points now. And he's going to drop a ton of cash. And my hand is going to cramp like nobody's business. Oh my gosh. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. We got him. There we go. Oh man, my arm is cramped literally from my hand up to my shoulder. I've got cramps in my arm. Ideally, you get to the point where you've got so much passive DPS that these guys just die. And then you don't even have to worry about clicking on them. In fact, this guy's very close to automatically dying right now. Because I hardly had to click at all, and we almost killed him, and I only started clicking in the last couple seconds. So by the time you build up a good amount of passive DPS, you don't have to click quite as aggressively to get through the hit points. And you'll be able to farm up the money, but as you can see, everything's pretty exponential when it comes to the amount of money you have to spend for each of the upgrades. So this would be a good spot where you would, you know, just sit here and grind through him another 10 or 20 times. Picking up these extra DPS upgrades. Go ahead and grab that, just so we can get through him at the end of this. And sure, just sit here and get as much money as possible and get as many of these lower level upgrades as possible. And by the end of it, you've got enough money. Look at this. Almost every single time I get enough money that I can buy multiple upgrades. I wonder, I don't know what the maximum level for any of these guys is. Is there a maximum level, or do they just keep going, and that's why it mentions, like, always use scientific notation? I'm guessing by the time you get into the really high levels, you're going to be doing so much damage per second. I think I'm just going to kill him a couple more times. And I'm just going to level up Ivan the Drunken Brawler to level 10. So we're going to get him to level 10. Are we to the point where I could just sit here and he would die? I don't think we are, because I'm clicking quite a bit. There we go. There's level 8. I think on our next one, well, let's see. Let's just see how close he gets by 10 seconds. Because his hit points are just plummeting. Yeah, I don't have to touch him anymore. I don't know if I can let him run from the beginning for free, but I can certainly let him run from there for free. Oh, and I get 1% DPS every time. Well, not every time. I just killed 10 bosses, and so I got 1% DPS. There's level 9. There's level 10 of the Brawler. He went from dealing X amount of damage at the beginning of the game to now dealing 251 per second. I don't have to do anything. The only reason why you have to stay on the screen is to collect the money, because I don't know if the money just automatically disappears or what. But yeah, I don't even have to touch the screen anymore. What is this? Big clicks. Costs 100 gold. Increases Sid the Helpful Adventure's click damage by 100%. Well, would I ever... Is it a constant 100%, or is it only right now? These are some of the things that I would like. Sid has the unique ability to strengthen your clicks. Upgrade her to make your... Sid is a girl? Sid is a girl. Okay. Increases Sid the Helpful Adventurer's click damage by 100%. Now, as I was saying, is that 100% of whatever the current level is, or is it a constant 100%? Is this a spend 100 gold right now and forever, ever more double your click damage? Alright, so my click damage right now, let's upgrade once to get to 25 damage per click. And then click this. And now we're up to 50 damage per click. Okay, it does look like it's forever after based on this. So the next one costs 250 gold, but it requires level 25. So there's level 25. Automatically performs 10 clicks per second for 30 seconds. I was surprised too, but it turns out we can upgrade these even further, Sid says. I suspect you've gotten tired of clicks, though. Maybe you don't need this one. Well, let's see. If I click this... Oh. Hotkey 1. Hotkey 1. Huh. Alright, so, contrary to the first time I played this game, oh my, it lasts for 30 seconds. So I gotta wait till it's done clicking. I did not notice these the first time I played this game. So I feel really bad because there's a lot of stuff here. Are you dead yet? Thank you. How long does... Okay, there we go. Finally, 30 seconds is over. That's cool. Alright, next one. Huge clicks. Increases damage again by 100. But requires hero level 50. So, hold Z for 25 levels. And there we go. We are level 41 because we didn't have enough money to get quite all the way to level 50. And this game is suddenly becoming a whole lot more interesting now that I've discovered these little... I'm going to call them hidden power-ups, but you've got these giant level up buttons and then you have these tiny little boxes here. And I always thought that they were just like a missing graphic. But I suppose not. Oh, I could have bought the Fisherman. Fisherman would have given me 254 DPS, which is what I'm getting from this guy. Okay, Fertilizer. Increases the DPS by 100, increases his DPS by 100, and that costs 2,800. That increases her damage by 100%. Well, that's kind of cool. And that even makes the math a little bit more difficult, too. Now that you've got these 100 or, you know, these extra upgrades here that double the damage. But since it is a permanent doubling, it makes it much easier to manage compared to if it was something like you click this and whenever you happen to spend that 100, the damage doubles then, but never after that. Although that would be kind of difficult because the way that the damage scales up. I guess the damage is scaling up by 2 points now instead of 1 point. So it could be that you double it and then it still scales up by 1 point, and that would be a terrible problem. Alright, we need to get to level 50. So, click, 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 click. We are very close to level 50. I'm leveling up the one where you have to actually click to deal damage. Oh my gosh, I deal 100 damage a click now. That is a lot of damage per click. This is far from the days when we had 1 damage per click. 102 damage per click? That's like 2% more than I was doing last time. Click all that. And there's level 50, and we need to get 1,000 gold. Well, if only there was a way to get 1,000 gold pretty quickly. Oh, there we go. So, huge click. So now I'm going to go from 105 damage to 210 damage per click. Or 209 damage per click. And see? This is a quick way where you can just go ahead and farm some gold up. Get to a boss, annihilate the boss multiple times. The more effort you're willing to put into it. So like when we got to this boss the first time and I wasn't able to kill him. If I was someone who was better at clicking and was able to just force my way through clicking him to death and just barely killing him, you want to, ideally, the way it would be the most efficient is if you killed the boss just literally right before time expired. Because that would give you the maximum amount of gold for that particular part of the game. Because of the exponential growth of the amount of gold that you get from beating the bosses. And then you buy the upgrades and farm this guy up into the point where by the you wouldn't be able to tell unless you've played the game before. But you'd need to know exactly when to stop fighting this boss such that as you go through the next set of levels, you arrive at the next boss right at the time when you'd be able to kill it exactly. So that would probably be the most efficient way to get through the levels. Kind of want to get this guy. But I like these upgrades. I bought your upgrade. You have your hard cider. I don't know if these guys don't come with extra upgrades, which is a little bit... It would be a bit saddening. This is just even more 100% damage upgrades. But you know that there's more of these. Because there has to be. Oh, Ivan the Drunken Brawler gives us that. And Alexa the Assassin gives us that. And the Metal Detector... Oh, I'm sorry. Broil Lindcoven the Fire Mage. King Midas. Abaddon. Beast Lord. Aphrodite, Goddess of Love. And Shinatobe, the Wind Deity. I did not think she could summon the King of the Wind. If your mammoth attacks, Iroku will cut you down. Betty Clicker. This world-renowned master chef is aligned with your interests for only one reason. She goes out of her way to gather only the freshest ingredients for her recipes, including her famous Fat Bat Fondue. So apparently at some point there's a fat bat in this game. Alright, Wandering Fisherman. Dun da da da. We now have another buddy on our team. So, and like I said, as you can see, in between levels, in between play sessions, your heroes will apparently kill some monsters and gather up some gold for you. I don't know exactly how the game calculates that. We'll have to find that out. Well, you'll have to find that out. But at some point, yes. You can shut the game down, come back. Ooh, achievements. And here's my DPS. Okay, so I have 609 DPS, 604 DPS, automatic, and 209 click damage. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if I can click 3 times per second, and I think I can handle that, I double my damage output. Gold gained in the last 60 seconds. So every minute I'm making 2,600 gold. See, that's kind of cool. There's a lot of stuff here that I did not notice the first time, and so I feel very bad for thinking the game had no depth. When in reality, the game has about an inch of depth. Until next time, bye-bye.